What's up, guys? Steve here. Got a little comic haul video. Got some books in the mail from one of my closest friends on the tube, Tom Ryan. He was going to a Comic Con there in Jersey, Asbury Park Comic Con, and anyway, he said Steranko, and as soon as he said that, that had my attention. Chris Claremont and J.H. Williams and a bunch of other guys was going to be there. So he said, hey, if you want to send some books, send them. So I did, and he hooked me up, and I definitely appreciate it. And I think, everybody talks about what they like about the comic community. This is one of the things that I enjoy, because like I've said before, in my area, we don't have the big cons or anything like that. And we have some small ones, and I just started going to some last year. And able to send people books. They send me books. We kind of trade off, get books signed, do things for each other. That's what I like about the community. So if you haven't checked out Tom Ryan, if you're sub to me, definitely go over and try and sub to him. Just a super guy. He big time sports memorabilia collector, a lot of signatures. Does a lot of action figures. Does just, I think within the last few years, got back into collecting comic books, and his collection's starting to grow. And it's kind of cool seeing it grow, as everybody's collection grows. But anyway, like I said, he said Steranko and all of them was there, and that got my attention. Anytime I can get a Steranko autograph, I want to do it. He's probably one of my favorites. I just loved his style. When I was a kid, Strange Tales was an older book, even when I was a kid, in the 80s. But his covers and stuff really got my attention. I love Nick Fury, Agent of S.H.I.E.L.D. I like that whole spy thing. And so he's by far my favorite. So like I said, anytime I can get one, I like getting autographs by him. Chris Claremont, what can you say? I mean, he put X-Men where they needed to be. When I was hard and heavy in X-Men, Chris Claremont was the one that I ended up enjoyed a lot of his work. So he got some books for me signed. So I'll go ahead and get to it. He sent me this program right here. He also sent some extra stuff. I'll do the extra stuff first. But I love getting the programs. Whenever I do signatures, for friends, I always try and get like a card or something from the con here. And I'll make copies and I'll put them on the back of the backing board. That way people know where they came from. A story behind it. So this is very cool. I'll probably make some copies of this and put it with my signatures. So anyway, he knows I'm a big sports guy. Love the Yankees, we both do. And I sent him an A.J. Burnett signed ball a couple weeks ago, and we were talking and stuff, and we're like, he said, and I don't even know if I responded, or I should have. But anyway, he said that, hey, he said, let's if you want to trade signatures or whatever, like when you were a kid with baseball cards, hey, I'm open to doing that. I've got a lot of some doubles on some stuff, and I'd be more than happy to trade with you. So just hit me up, Tom. You know how to get a hold of me. But he sent me this, and I already put them in some hard cases. There it is. The A's, Manny Segulian from the A's. Real nice. He says he sends a lot of stuff in the mail, and I've done that as well. Had a lot of success from it too. From the Reds, Mike Lum. These are some older players too. I mean, they from the '67 Braves all the way to the '77 Reds. So very, very cool. Let's see. There's a Cardinal, Darrell Knowles. Got Ray Searage for the Dodgers. He had a pretty long career too. Went from 81 to 90. That's a pretty good career. Here's another one, Rich Hibner. for the Cubs. Sorry about that glare. He had a long career. He went from 68 to 1985. And he ended up having almost 1,700 hits. So that's not bad. Not bad career. Then he sent me this book here, which is Batman 23.3, which is really cool. I'm really trying to complete the new 52. Let me get some different music here. I'll keep that on there. I like some Juicy J, some 3-6 Mafia. You know, I don't know if anybody listens to 3-6 Mafia. You know, I live in Arkansas, so Memphis, Tennessee is where they're out of. And when we were about 18 years old, you know, I'm 38 now, so me and a bunch of friends took a road trip to Memphis, and there was a club there called 1620. Anyway, you could be 18 to get in. And 3-6 Mafia was just now getting big, and they were there playing. So we got to see them when they were nothing, playing clubs, and you know they ended up kind of getting big. And then Juicy J now is on a lot of stuff. So I thought that's pretty cool. So a little history lesson there. Anyway, I'm trying to collect New 52 Batman. I love it. I'm collecting a lot of Batman. I hate to say I'm a big time Marvel person, but I think Batman has become one of my favorite characters. My son asked me this week, says, "Who's your favorite character?" I said, "You know, I think it's Batman." And so I've been really hitting up a lot of Batman stuff. And so thank you, man. I do appreciate it. I did not have the 3D cover, so I think I had the 2D cover, but I did not have the 3D. So thank you. And we'll get to the signatures. This was one that he said he got for me, which is Batman #4, and it's signed by J.H. Williams right there. And he said this guy here was super. He said he ended up pretty much signing just about everything that he put in front of him. I think he said like 12 things or something like that. Talking to him, you know, just really nice, down to earth guy. And Tom said he kept going back to him because he said there wasn't a lot of people there at his table. So, you know, that's cool. That's cool to do that. I do that as well. You know, when I was at my con, you know, Wrightson and all of them, I mean, there just wasn't a whole lot of people there. You know, I mean, there was a lot of people at the con, but they just wasn't around him. You know, so you kind of want to make sure they feel appreciated and all that. So I thought that was pretty cool. He also said that Claremont, I think, was not as friendly. And, you know, that sucks because sometimes, you know, me and my son was talking about it this week. You know, sometimes when you meet a role model or an athlete or a artist, you know, because we were looking at all these signatures, I told him about Claremont, and sometimes you get let down, you know, and you put people on a pedestal and you kind of hope they act a different way, and they don't. So, you know, that kind of sucks, but, you know, I think he said he snuck through there without paying or whatever. I don't know what the whole story was, but anyway, you know, I was real happy to get it. But anyway, J.H. Williams, I didn't ask for it. He sent it anyway. Man, I appreciate it. He signed my, Chris Claremont signed my X-Men #1. So I love that, you know. I read a thing, I guess it was in that program. They said that I think it was like 7.5 million copies of #1 of X-Men when it came out. I remember when I was a kid, I mean, I was buying like 5 of each cover, you know, and they were all poly-bagged with a trading card, and it was crazy. So yeah, I can see that. He also signed my Wolverine #1. I had a few copies of this right here, so I decided to send that one right there to get it signed. So, man, I appreciate it. But the grail that I wanted was this right here. Captain America 111, classic Steranko cover. Got Hydra on it. Anything with Hydra, or like World War II, like the Nazis of Sergeant Fury or whatever's, you know, fighting the Nazis. I love that. Just something about the colors that pop out. You know, the greens, the yellows, the reds, the blacks. I love that. But yeah, he signed it right there. And I'll add that to my Steranko collection. And I'm just very happy. He said Steranko was charging, I think it was like $10. I told him, I said, man, let me send you some money. Because he called me that day. Because I sent some other books. and some Nick Fury versus Shield. And yeah, I told him, I said, man, just get one of them signed. Let me send you some money. And he said, no. He said, I'm not going to ask for no money. I said, well, I'll get you back on this next con that's coming. So, and I definitely will. But Tom, thank you, man. I do appreciate it. I love everything I got, from the cards to the extra books. Man, that's super, man. I appreciate it. So I'll get that out of the way, and I will show you. I went by the comic store for the first time in about 5 weeks. I have not been buying anything really, just a handful of books. Just kind of slowed down. Had to kind of catch my breath a little bit. You know, kind of. I spent a lot of money on Iron Man. You know, at the end I had to chase that number 1 and number 55, and so I needed to put the brakes on and kind of get caught up a little bit. And yeah, I kind of been reorganizing my collection a little bit. Probably gonna look at my collection. Might try and get rid of some stuff that, you know, I don't collect. Because for a while there I was going for, you know, quantity, you know, and buying lots. Well, not lots, but, you know, when you go, I was on a big buying a lot of books, you know. Like I wouldn't buy one. I'd have to buy, you know, like if I was chasing like issues 7, 8, and 9, you know, I would love to look for, you know, a seller selling a lot of book, you know, where it would be like 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, you know, even books I didn't need. So I ended up getting a whole bunch of doubles. And that's why I was doing a lot of trading, a lot of selling, and still am. And I will, you know, I'll start pulling books out and getting rid of some stuff, and I'll probably put them on here. And if anybody's looking for anything, you know, I've got doubles of Avengers Volume 1. I've got still got some Iron Man Volume 1, Captain America Volume 1, Daredevil Volume 1. You know, I think Fantastic Four's, I don't think I got too many of those. Still has some Batman Volume 1. X-Force, I'm just looking at some of the boxes here in front of me. New Mutants, Thunderbolts. Yeah, so I still got a bunch to go through. And let me think here. Punisher, got a bunch of those. Also, Vin Crew, if you're going to watch this, I'll probably try and contact you. I'd like to do another trade with you. You know, probably try and match up, see what we can do. And but anyway, like I said, I went to the comic store. Sorry, I got off track. Went to the comic store for the first time in about 5 weeks, and had to pick up my books. And there was some stuff on there. I ended up adding a couple books. I didn't get this past week's stuff. I'll end up probably going to try and get it next week. So I'm kind of behind. I'm probably going to have to start taking some books to work and reading it at lunchtime, just to try and get caught up on some stuff. But I don't know. I'm still on the fence about new books. I don't know what it is. I don't know. You know, when I see a book like this one, and then I see a book like this one, to me there's not a comparison. You know, I know it's a different time and I know all that, but there's not. I mean, from the artwork to the, you know, to everything. I mean, it's to the feel of the book, to the smell of the book, everything. I like older books, and I don't know if I'm about to stop buying new books. I don't know. I've been saying it for a few videos now, but I don't know. I don't know what I'm going to do. I get more satisfaction when I buy books like this than I would a whole lot of books like this. I would rather have one good book like this than all these books right here. So, if that makes sense. But it's just preference, you know. You know, and I mean, that's not knocking, you know, good friends, you know, running with comics and all them guys. I mean, they're hitting these new books, because when I was first collecting, I hit the new books, you know, and you know, but they're also collecting a lot of back issues too now. So I don't know. I got to figure it out, you know, see what it is, because I mean, you know, $3.99 books, man. That's even with a big discount that I get, you know, still. But anyway, let me show you what I got. This was in my pool. Secret Avengers #1, Save the Empire. Secret Avengers #16. G.I. Joe. Now this is probably one issue or one title that I will still continue to pick up regardless. Exercise, 200th issue, $5.99 book. But you know, this is part of my childhood right here. I love G.I. Joe, still do. You know, and you know, I like the long runs. I liked how they picked up, you know, from 155, you know, and 55 and a half, and then boom, you know, they went ahead and went forward. So I love that. There's G.I. Joe, the IDW, number 14. Star Wars, I like this right here. I like number 15, this right here, the reboot. So there's number 15. Number 6 right here of the original screenplay. Got Daredevil number 1. Still love Daredevil. Can't wait to read this one right here. There's 1.5. I kind of like this right here. It's got like some old school look to it, you know, in the background. Almost has a Steranko look because he liked to do all the boxes with the writings and all that stuff on there. So that's pretty neat. Batman Detective Comics. And I'll be real honest. You know, I'm a Marvel person. But, you know, anytime I go into the comic store and I look at the new 52 books, their freaking covers are just bad ass. I mean, there's, you know, I don't know. I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's this here on the bottom that I don't like, which I don't like. You know, the new 52 is just kind of, you know, I don't know. It's not. It doesn't interfere too much with the cover. That big old right there. I mean, that's like a, I don't know. I don't know. I don't like that. But I love the new 52 covers. Love them. Detective, Batman, Batgirl. You know, man, I would probably pick up Flash and all kinds just for the covers. I mean, you know, but I can't. So there's Captain America, number 18. There's 19. Got Batman, number 29. Got Avengers, number 27. A+X, number 18. I still pull this because it kind of reminds me like the Marvel team-ups or the 2-in-1s and stuff like that. So there's Nightcrawler, number 1, Chris Claremont. That was just in my pool. I don't know how it got in there, but it was. So I'm glad it was because I was wanting to pick it up anyway. Big Nightcrawler fan. There's All New X-Men 24, 25, and there's the Batgirls. Now, I know Hippies Collectibles says that this is probably one of the best books out there, and I agree with them. I mean, just look at the cover. I mean, look at that. You know, their covers just look like, I mean, they're like just works of art. I mean, they are really, really awesome looking. So, there's 30. Iron Fist, huge Iron Fist fan. So, really glad to see him back in his own book. You know, just, I've got just about, I think I got every Iron Fist. I know I got all his runs completed. First appearance, all that stuff. So anything Iron Fist comes out with, I'm going to get it. There's Uncanny X-Men 18. I've seen a lot of you guys show this cover. That's just that's a badass cover. I'd give them that. There's Uncanny X-Men 19 point now, number 1. There's 20. Walking Dead. I'm about to get caught up on my Walking Dead. I'm a huge fan of the TV show. But for some reason I just get behind on the books. I really want to go out and get the trades for the first. I think I started getting them around 90, issue 90. So I really want to go out and get the trades and read it all, because man, I love the TV show. So there's 122, 123, 124, 125. Got Thunderbolts. Number 22. There's 23. Superior Spider-Man, number 28. Got to get caught up reading on that one. There's 29. Superior Spider-Man Annual, number 2. As you can see that I didn't pick up all my Superior Spider-Man books. So I did pick up the Annual, which that's a pretty badass looking Annual. Alright guys, well that is that's all that I got. Like I said, be looking out for some pretty soon, maybe the next week or so. I'll do some trade videos, for sale videos. Some of the titles right now, that I'm working on Avengers. I got a little haul coming. But working on Avengers Volume 1. Working to try and complete Marvel 2 in 1. Let me think here. What else? I'm trying to complete Thunderbolts. Yeah, so that's it. That's all I'm really kind of working on right now. I mean, I'm getting some odd end books. I love like the Marvel premieres and anything that's kind of offshoot Marvel double feature stuff like that. I'm really liking those right now. So yeah. So just look out for some trade videos. And like I said, if you guys are looking for anything in particular from those titles that I mentioned that I've got I know I got doubles of, like, and I'll say it again, like Avengers Volume 1, Daredevil Volume 1, Captain America. I got some Uncanny X-Men, Thunderbolts, some, the lesser ones like X-Force and Cable and all that stuff. So if anybody's looking for anything, just let me know. Marvel or Batman Legends of the Dark Knight, Shadow of the Bat. Just hit me up, and we'll see if we can't work something out. But once again, I thank everybody. Thanks Tom Ryan for doing for getting my books signed for me. I do appreciate it, and I'll definitely hit you back very soon. And hope everybody's having a good weekend. And I will talk to you guys later. See you.